Hey everyone, welcome back to Bear's Workshop for the next flyover video of the Nikola site in Coolidge, Arizona. It is number 259. 259. That is, quite a bit. We are back after our long hiatus of about 15 minutes where we just did the Lucid live stream. And if you missed that and you're here, go back, check out the channel, take a look. After this one, we were raising money to buy out Arcimoto, which is down yesterday or this earlier today, $3.64, down 59% because they are running out of money. So, gonna recap. I'm got the work release thing that I can't really share too much about. That's going on for the next 10 days, and I'll be back on the 29th. Riley, Mini Bear, is going to be covering for me for the Toro stuff, and we're up to 25 cars now. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done for him, and if he has a day where it's slow, then he will go out and fly the two sites, and we'll get some video for you. And if he can't, and I apologize for that, but that's just the way it is. We are expanding rapidly. As soon as I get back from my hiatus, I'm just going to say this. I didn't know it was a cartel, but after I get back from that, I got another 10 more cars that I'm going to be buying. So things are going to be ramping up very quickly. My hands are moving like that. That's why my head was moving. So just want to let you know about that. I'll recap that again later on for all the people who are late, but is what it is. So while we're waiting for the slackers to get on, don't tell them I said that when they do show up. Let's take a look at the Nikola price, the stock today, and see what happened with that. And we'll flip over to that. There we go. So Nikola closed at 247. It opened at 261, got as high as 271, and as low as 244. So it was starting off as a good day, and then things kind of went down for them. Wasn't down for everybody, but it was down for them. So not really sure what happened, but it was kind of following the market, but that last dip at the end, not so much. So we had, I think, 4 positive days in a row, so that's good. We'll take it. We'll take 4 positive days for one down day all the time. All right, so let's go straight to the video for what you guys are really here for. And I'm going to recap on the comments here while the introduction goes on. Let's see. JJ's still looking forward to that Badger. Oh, JJ. No, he's not. I know he's just being JJ sarcasm. But I know JJ is also going to ask the question, when is there going to be a dividend? At the next earnings report, which is going to be February 23rd or 4th, 23rd or 24th, somewhere around there. We'll be live streaming it. And we'll have, I'll check out the time, I'll get it right. I got more than a month. So are the trucks still there? Yeah, kind of. Yeah, absolutely. They're still there. We didn't look at the numbers today, so I can't tell you if there's any new ones or any old ones gone. But there's still plenty of trucks out there. And we're going to go take a look at them here in a minute. This is the far southeast side, over by where they are doing, I think, this is going to be their water area, their well site, I believe. And they've got some rebar in the ground, some trenches, probably some sort of block wall. Those are really large trenches for a block wall, but I still think it's going to work. Unless it turns out to be something else, but I don't think it is. But that's what it looks like. All right, as you can see when we're coming in here, there's a lot of green going on because we've had a lot of rain. And that's common for this time of year. The site is very damp. You can see the darker dirt. It takes a long time to dry in this weather. And you'll see puddles of water in various places. The material that we're coming up to right there, that's the roofing material, the rubber membrane. Let's see here. Just going to look something up real quick. Okay, that's what I thought. All right. So on the front, you could see the front facade has all of its, or looks like all of its glass put in, which is nice because that was a big, wide, open area. But when they did that first one, it seemed like it took a month of them working on that to get that glass in. But I think they've got that down pat now. Open to the Road says the Nikola Hydrogen Station in Colton, California. You heard a rumor it's going to be near a Walmart. That could be interesting, but it would need to be near a Walmart distribution center. So I hope that's what the rumor is, not just any old Walmart. That's not going to do much for them. Ivan says, when you compare to progress to Tesla sites, they are moving at a snail's pace. You're correct. They are moving at a snail's pace, but that is actually the desire that they have, is to move at a slower pace. The deadlines that were given to get this building done, I believe, was later on this year. They're not looking to get it done sooner because they don't have the capacity or the orders to get it done. So they're kind of dragging it out on purpose, because there isn't the need for that entire facility is not quite there yet. Once they're done with the FCEV testing and they get their final product, that's when they need the building. So they're just having it being built at this pace because when it's going to coincide with when the FCEV is ready to go into production. So that's the reason for that. And Tesla also has the ability to pull a lot more strings in it and pay extra to get things done, to award bonuses to get things done in certain time frames. Here we can see Beta FCEV pulling out. He's got a full load on there. I can't tell you how big that full load is. We can make guesses. Let's zoom in on this. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's what we've seen in the past. Now, how much does each one of those blocks weigh? That's a question I don't have the answer to. People have guessed on like the Tesla Semi and said that they weigh, and there were different shapes, and said that the blocks weigh 4,400 pounds, and people have said different numbers, but it's a guess. But if those were 4,000 pound blocks, that'd be fantastic because that means it's holding 40,000 pounds. That would be quite the load for a non-ICE vehicle. Down below in the shot, we can see all the materials, supplies. We see some empty crates. We see some full crates. Then we see the dumpsters where they're getting rid of these crates and putting them in there to be hauled away. Here we have new cabs have arrived. I didn't even see this when I did my first go around. We were so rushed. Okay, let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, times 8, that's 48. That's 50 something. Okay, close to 60 cabs right there. Deep says those concrete blocks could be hollow. That maybe they're filled with the Twinkie cream, and those are giant Twinkies. Open to the Road says distribution center. I have contacts in the city of Colton. I have contact with San Bernardino engineers. That is the rumor. Okay, well that's where it needs to be. It needs to be at a distribution center. All right, that tent down below, we believe that there might be fuel cell trucks in there, uh, but we don't know because you cannot have filled hydrogen trucks on the inside. On the left-hand side is a lot of their test trailers. One of them looks like a charging trailer, the first one, and those are just their test trailers that some of them have blocks on them, some of them don't. That second to last one there of the flatbeds looks like a delivery trailer. All right, coming around here, you can see their mobile hydrogen. Uh, we saw the announcement, or maybe you saw the announcement. Tesla has a fully certified, functional, commissioned mobile hydrogen charging station, and I believe that this is it right here. This is the attachment for the tanks, and this might actually be the mobile hydrogen station. We are assuming, but this really looks like it. There are some things on here that say that this is hydrogen related. And what do we have here? That's interesting. You got me scratching my head. This looks like a trailer that is either being loaded or unloaded. And not sure what's going in there and whether or not that's related to the hydrogen station. Interesting. But we believe that that is going to be shipped out. What is Hyla? It's a good question. I think it has, whatever it is, it's something to do with the hydrogen. Let's see. I know we saw this in the last video, the Hyla station. I just believe that this is the mobile charging station for the hydrogen. And here we have a bunch of trucks lined up. Not sure what they're doing there, but they've been put over here. These could be new trucks. We did not get numbers off of them today. Over here, we have a lot of the beta and alpha trucks. We've got a mix of beta hydrogen and, well, we moved kind of quick there, didn't we? There's BEVs and hydrogen trucks there. And here's our row of trucks that have been produced already. Looks like they may have just moved some trucks over because that was a full line of trucks. So they may have opened that up to access things. Access that, whatever the hell that green thing is called. I forget what it was. Geez, even Josh told me what it was. Maybe he's on and I'll throw it out there again. Some weird thing. Paul, it does seem to use the same font. It does look extremely similar, and I think when we zoomed in on the last video, it looked like it had Nikola branding on it. JJ says, Hyla is the name of Nikola Energy. Nobody's saying that for sure. We'll have to see when we have the earnings announcement and when this unit gets moved out somewhere. Someone's gonna post a picture of it somewhere, and we're going to see it in action, and we're going to see what parts are actually part of that system. Here we got some more mobile charging station trailers, I should say. We've got some of the big ones up top, and then we've got the smaller trailers down there that have the fast charging boxes in there. Here we have the test track, and why is there nothing on the test track? Because we saw at least 3 semis out on the road towing flatbeds. And 2 of them were BEVs. One of them was the fuel cell that was just leaving. So there is definitely plenty of action going on with testing, just not on the test track. All right, over here we've got a lot of the test trucks. We've got another one getting hooked up right there. That's another beta. He's getting hooked up right now. Looks like they're just about done. So there we have the concrete blocks. I'm going to tell you my guess on this. These boards, they're probably 6-inch or 8-inch boards. Hard to tell. Somebody might know what boards are used on these flatbeds, whether they're 6 or 8. Actually, they're probably 8 now that I think about it. Well, actually, if somebody wanted to count how many boards they were, these things are usually about 8. I think their width is allowed to be it's either 7.6 or 8 feet wide. It might be 8 feet. So that would be the width of the trailer. We can get through that. You can kind of get the dimensions of what the width of the length of these blocks are. Kind of hard to tell the height, though they are full squares. So maybe someone could figure out how much concrete that would be and how much it would weigh. Paul just found out that Hyla is a pending trademark of Nikola. Deep says 8.5 feet. Okay. Those blocks appear to be about 6 feet wide, though that's a guess. Look at that. Those are Nikola branded chargers right there. And they are in use. As the sign says, in use. Nice. Yes, that is good work, Paul. Thank you. I can't search right now. I'm trying to host the live stream. My hands are tied. But I appreciate the help on that. All right, coming around here, we see there is walls going up on these utility buildings, on the utility rooms. Here's one. The other one's over here. We'll be flying over there in a minute. We are going to keep this video a little bit shorter than the last one, just because I still got things to do tonight, preparing for my, incarceration thing that I got coming up. Don't want to talk about it. So we are going to keep this to one. And remember, Riley is covering for me while I'm gone, but he's covering for me with the emphasis on Toro cars getting delivered and checked in. That is happening first, and then when we have time available, we will be doing a live stream. He will. I won't. I'll be making sure I don't drop the soap. Why do you think the beta FCEVs haven't been seen as often as the alphas were? Where are they? That's a good question. I feel pretty confident that they made the 30 or so that they said that they were going to make. Jeep says if they are 5.5 by 3 by 3, that's 7,500 pounds. Can't be. Sorry, Deeps, there was 10 of them. That'd be 75,000 pounds. So, no. We're going to have to try that again. Allison is also testing Nikola Class 7 FCEVs. So, what's the Class 7? What would a Class 7 truck is not a Class 8, which is what Nikola is producing. So, was that a mistype? I know Allison is testing. I have seen that. And it's kind of weird because I thought Allison made transmissions. What else do they make? Yeah, Paul, you can't post a link in chat. It doesn't allow you to do that. I will not be dropping the soap. I'm going to use the cream rinse, the body lather stuff. This looks like it's been graded right here. Doesn't it? Yeah, that area looks like there's been some grading work going on over there. And eventually that has to become a parking lot. If they hire more employees, okay, Deep says if they're 5 by 5 by 2 by 2, they're 3,300 pounds. How about, okay, 3,300 pounds is still a decent load. That's 3,300 pounds. It's not quite the 40,000. But I think they were more than 2 feet, but maybe they were 2.5. You know what? We're going to have to look into that a little bit more. I'm not going to have internet where I'm going, so I can't. Let's see. All right, guys. So I'll just restart it, but we're not gonna play it through, just because things to do, people to prepare for my. Okay, Mr. Truck Tube says those blocks weigh 2,500 pounds each. Okay, I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying based on what? Deeps is looking something up to get measurements. All right. Based on the Iveco Cargo City trucks, are we talking about the Class 7s? Have we seen any of those that were Nikola trucks? Because I haven't seen that. The only thing we've seen that remotely could be that was what we saw in the scrapyard with a truck that was, could have been a Class 7 that was kind of torn to pieces. This is the well site, for those of you who didn't see it earlier. All right, Mr. Truck Tube, I'm waiting on you to say that they're 2,500 pounds. Okay, so concrete is 150 pounds a cubic foot. That doesn't sound right. I thought it was more than that. Cubic, well, yeah, I could see that. Maybe. Knowledge in lifting and loading them in the past. Okay, but can you be sure of the size of them? I mean, I assume that they do come in different sizes. All right. Ooh, boy, it's getting late. All right, so we are going to wrap this up. So there's 70 of you guys on, and there's only 35 likes. So 50% of you don't really want to be here is what I'm getting from this. So if you guys could hit that like button on your way out, I'd greatly appreciate it. We are going to have our next live stream at an unknown time. We're going to shoot for another video next week, early next week. Or just, hands are tied behind your back. So, yeah, Body Armor owes me. I would take a promo from Body Armor. I really would. Yeah, I got more. Look, strawberry banana is a really good flavor. You'll love it. It'll make you feel good. Do you think we'll get the 1.3 approval in the Q4 earnings report? I'm not sure exactly what you're referring to. What's the 1.3 approval? I think I will, whatever it is. Trademarks also for Nikola now, Nikola Fleet Commander, and Hyla. Interesting. They got some things out on the horizon. I really hope we have some Q2 announcements. Somebody should ask that question. What is Nikola Fleet Command? And put that for one of the questions for the earnings report. Oh, okay. The $1.3 billion from Joe. I think we're going to get that. I don't know when, but I think they'll get. I think if Tesla was applying for it, it would be rejected. I think he's pissed off too many people in the government right now. That it is federal money, but it's just a guarantee. It is a loan that probably will eventually get turned into forgiveness, because that's what the federal government does. They give you a loan, then they forgive it. No, debt pres, that is definitely federal. I don't know of too many states that are going to toss out $1.3 billion. They're never going to see that kind of return. Nikola Now is the name of the app. Okay. All right, guys. Let's take our last view of the beta fuel cell with blocks that are anywhere from 2,500 to 7,500 pounds. No, they're not 7,500. Let's say 2,500 to 3,300 pounds, somewhere in there, or somewhere there. Could be 2,500. And from there, we are going to close this down because there's still work to do and the night is still young. So it's great talking to you guys, and I see you guys still have a lot to say. I'm going to leave the chat open so you guys can go back and forth. Remember, there's a comment section. Go ahead, post a bunch of things until Micah pisses everyone off with his obnoxious comments. Everyone have a great night. We love you here at Bear's Workshop.